everybody. Yeah, so we're back again. We're back from Disney. Today is Sunday. Oh, it's Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and today is Sunday, July the 28th, and this is workshop number 132. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to be able to see your comments today. I know we couldn't see them while we were at Disney, but I'm hoping that I will be able to see them today. So whoever the first person is to pop in, please say hi so that I can see if the comments are working tonight. Not really sure why they weren't working while we were at Disney, and of course, I haven't taken the time to test them. Since we've been back, have not taken the time to test them. So I can see that a couple of you are watching. Oh, and Renee says hello, everyone. So yay, the comments are working. Hooray. And hello, Mindy. So anyway, today is July the 28th, and it is Sunday. Hello, Melissa. And we are back from Disney, and we had an amazing time. We had a magical time. Hello, Liz, and hello, Sherry from Connecticut. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, it's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. And if you don't want to see all the hi hellos, just take that little scroll thing and go ahead and drag it over to about 10 minutes, because that's when it kind of sort of slows down. But in the meantime, I'll be saying hi to everyone because I didn't see you all last week. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Carol Lou. Hello, Lisa and Lisa. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Debbie. Yep, and Debbie, we're going to show the stuff that you gave me. Yeah, I haven't tried any of it yet, but we're going to show it tonight. Hello, Claudie. Hello, Lacey. Hello, Barbara. Back to K-Town. Yes, Barbara from the Crossroad. Hello, Teresa from Kentucky. Hello, Bernice from Northeast Texas. Hello, Rosie. And Rosie says hi to all of the egglets. Hello, Irma. I know, and Irma says I missed you last week. So I would say that I missed you all too. Hello, Kim. But we were hurriedly disconnecting a camper, unloading a camper, swapping a toddler for a cockapoo, and trying to get back home. So I didn't have time to miss you all last week. But of course, I always miss you. Hello, Kim. Hello, Jennifer from Pennsylvania. And Jennifer's back after a long WW break. So good to have you back. Hello. Let's see. Sorry, I got lost. Hello, April from Pennsylvania. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Lisa. And oh, Casey. It says that Casey is watching, but I happen to know that she's driving from Virginia. So hopefully she's not actually watching. Hopefully she is just listening to us. So she better not be typing anything. No typing, Casey, because you're supposed to be driving. Hello, Rhonda from Olive Branch, Mississippi. And hello, Regina from also Mississippi. So maybe you all are near each other. And I'm sorry, I'm already a little bit hot. Yes, no, Barbara. No, the fur baby did not go. We did not take the baby and the fur baby. Nope, not on the same trip. Hello, Sandy from northeastern Kansas. So allow me to cool off just a minute. I've been outside with John walking Alyssa because her parents went to Virginia to pick up a car. And so we accidentally ended up with her at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Hello, Trish from California. And thank you. I'll talk about the nails in just a second, Sandra. And hello, Vicky from St. Louis. So we accidentally got Alyssa. And she is so tired. She was with her other grandparents, and they were having so much fun today that she did not want to go to sleep. She did not want to take a nap. So she's had like a 10-minute nap today. Anyway, so John is outside walking her in the stroller, not walking her like the dog, but walking her in the stroller, and I had to go out there with him because he doesn't quite know how to do it the Nona way. Anyway, so I'm already a little bit parched, so forgive me while I fan myself a minute. Hello, Betty from Memphis, and hello, Melanie, and hi, Carla. So, hello, Joyce from Ann Arbor. So, real quick, let's talk about vacation for just 2 seconds. Aloha, Kathy. So, I did not bore you all with the hundreds of pictures. I know I only bored you with some pictures. Hello, Sherry. Only bored you with some pictures, but we were gone. We were out of town for 10 days. Hello, Donna from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And yeah, I know, Barbara, I need some water. I do, and I have it. So, anyway, so we were out of town for 10 days. We were at Disney for like 8.5 days. And Alyssa was amazing. We got a lot of walking in. I did not get my normal amount of walking in. But do y'all remember what the 3 chats were? Well, it was 2 chats before we left and then 1 chat while we were there. Do y'all remember what they were about? Because I'm going to tell y'all what my results were. You get extra bonus bravos if you remember what we had, a 3 in a row series chat. If you remember what those were, you get extra bravos. Does anybody remember what those were? Because I'm going to tell you what the results were. I'm going to tell you what the results were before we actually get started. So anybody except for Casey, because she doesn't need to be typing because she's driving. Anybody remember? Y'all are a little bit delayed tonight. Let's see. Yep, Lynn is right. Lynn gets extra bravos because she is exactly right, eating at Disney. So extra bravo for Lynn. So the first week, and those are all already up on YouTube. And Debbie says, Alyssa was so cute and fun. So Debbie is being like extra generous with her comments, and Sandra's exactly right, eating at Disney. Sandy said eating, close enough. Yeah, so Debbie's being very generous with her compliments of Alyssa. Alyssa was also not wanting to take a nap when Debbie got there, and she was having a major meltdown, a major meltdown while we were trying to get ready for the chat. So it wasn't one of her more stellar moments, but she did really, really enjoy Debbie taking her over to the swings. And I'm pretty sure that was her first time in a swing. And she loved it. And we had to go back 2 more times, Debbie. So you have started something, and I see a swing in her future. But Betty is right, and Orlando Debbie is right. Packing for Disney. So extra Bravo stickers, everybody. It was a 3-week series. And the first week we were prepping for Disney. So the very first week we were talking about how to get prepared, like how to look up what you're going to eat, how to look at what's going to be on the way, how to pre-plan some things. So it was prepping for Disney, getting yourself ready, looking for the walking trails when you get down there. And you can use this at anywhere that you're traveling. And oh, sorry, Barbara and Debbie were talking and I thought I was in the middle of that. So we were talking about, like the walking trails and stuff, but you can use this anywhere. So like any trip that you're going to go on, it doesn't just have to be Disney exclusive. But the first week, of course we prefer Disney, but the first week was prepping. The second week we were talking about packing. So I showed you how I pack for Disney and like my Ziploc bags and all that stuff and how we get everything ready. And then we went to, going to Publix and all that kind of stuff, once we got down there. And then the third week was all about eating at Disney. And sadly, that video, I'm telling you, the Wi-Fi at Disney stinks. That's the only thing I don't like about Disney. I mean, really, probably, well, other than prices, but that's probably the only thing that I don't like about Disney. And so their Wi-Fi is terrible. And we thought that going up to Crockett's Tavern, up where Trails End and P&J's is, we thought going up there where the Wi-Fi is good. Yep, you're exactly right, Trish. Extra Bravo stickers. So we thought going up there where the Wi-Fi actually is, that it would be even that the internet, the Wi-Fi would be better. No, it was not. So that video is not great. So that's not a great video, but needless to say, so it was the 3 videos, years past, many years past. We've been going to Disney for, gosh, we've probably been, 30 times in, I don't think I'm exaggerating, 30 times in 18 years or something like that. And I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that many times. Every time, except for the last couple of years, I have always gained weight. Every single time, because you get down there, and actually what I would usually do, don't know why, but in preparation for Disney, I would go ahead and start eating. Like, what kind of sense did that make? But I would be like, well, I'm going to Disney next week, so I guess I might as well go ahead and start eating all this stuff. And I would start eating like, caramel popcorn and chips and all kinds of snacky stuff, as if I needed a practice run for it. Oh no, and Teresa says hopefully her internet will let her watch live. Yay, that would be awesome. But anyway, so in years past I would do that, and I would gain, 5, 6, 7. I have gained 8 pounds before, at a week at Disney. And Betty, they do, I think their Wi-Fi is okay. I think that's because there are so many people and we're trying to do it live. So I think the live just sucks up so much bandwidth that it doesn't, do it. And yes, Vicki, we did get new mugs. I'm sorry, I'm sidetracking, but Vicki, we got new mugs. They are right here. So this is the one that I bought, and it is a Disney Pixar mug, and we showed it in the video 2 weeks ago. And then the black and red one that's right here, that's the one that Debbie gave us. Thank you very much, Debbie. And that one is it's like a classic Mickey mug. But those are the 2 new mugs that we got. But anyway, so years past, I would gain, 5, 6, 7, up to 8 pounds. I have gained 8 pounds at a week in Disney before. And John is the same way. So this year he worked to get down to 179. He was 100. See, he wanted to be under 180 before we left, and he was like 179.4, I think, when we got ready the day that we left for Disney. So he was really excited about that. When we got back, okay, because we prepped. We packed, and because of what we were eating, and it was not another P, so I couldn't make it 3 Ps. So anyway, prepped, packed, and then dining at Disney, because of the way we did that, he only gained like 2 pounds. I lost 0.2 pounds. So 0.2 of a pound. But if you listen to what I said before, I've gained up to 8 before, and this time because I prepped, packed, and then the eating at Disney, lost 0.2. So in my humble opinion, that is an 8.2 pound loss. You know what I mean? 8.2 pounds. Anyway, so definitely am counting that as a victory. I hope that y'all go back and watch those 3 videos. We'll try to put them all together. I may actually do like a summary video that's better. And thank you everyone. May go back and do a summary video that's, you know, like a quicker, shorter version of all of that. But real quick about the nails, a couple of people said that they liked the nails. Casey shared this one for me, and it is melon something. I promised her I was going to remember the name of it. But anyway, it's melon something, but look how cute these are. Oh, get the glare off. Look, those are little watermelons, and thank you all for the bravos. But are those not cute? Yeah, so if y'all want some of those, some of the melon nails, and if you tell Casey melon nails, she'll know which ones you're talking about. But they're color street. Super easy, super easy, and Debbie had hers on last week, and she was, you know, super excited about it. Okay, couple of quick things. Oh, wait. Carol lost 2 pounds on vacation too. She thinks it was all the walking. Yeah, so walking, prepping, planning, and then paying attention to what you eat. Definitely a winner. And because we had gone, hello Titters, hello, how are you? And because we had gone so many weeks out of the summer, we also got our charms, and this is over. So if you didn't get your charm, sorry. But these are the Summer Games Challenge, and so it's just a little charm with a sun in the middle, and I have not added it to my bling yet, but I'll be adding it to that. But anyway, so we did get that, the Summer Bling Challenge. Pretty sure that online people could get this, that online workshop, digital workshop people could get that, hopefully. So just pay attention the next time if you're in a physical workshop, and if they say that if you go, I think it's normally 6 out of 8 weeks for something, that they have a charm. Yeah, it's worth it. It's totally worth it. And I'll have to show y'all my bling sometime, because my bling collection's getting pretty big. And actually Gwen said that they, hello Vicki, and Gwen said that that they were doing the charms just for me and Karen. Because Karen and I are like addicted to the charms. But anyway, okay, so I was not with you all last week, and I did not attend a workshop last week. But it looks like several of y'all get your charms. Good job. Yeah, extra bravos. So who though attended? So we can't do the attended both, but last week, who attended a first physical workshop and sat your bottom of a little chair? So show me a thumbs up. And thank you, Sylvia. Yeah, because the egg lady told me to. It was funny. I wore this 2 of the days that we were at Disney, and then I had it on today, and I ran in somewhere, and I was trying to talk to the guy, and he just kept standing there going, just like this, and I was like, what? Because all I said when I walked in, I said, hey, how are you today? And he had this, you know, furrowed brow and was doing this, and I was like, what's wrong? And I don't know the guy. And he was like, I was like, what's wrong? And he goes, I'm trying to figure out what your shirt means. And I said, well, you're not ever going to figure it out, so just don't worry about it. But yeah, I worked 2 of the days at Disney, and people were just like, what? What is that? And anyway, so who sat in the work? I see lots of thumbs up. So you all sat your bottom in a seat, and you would have, so who would have done both if I had been here? So if you would have done both, let's see some hearts. Let's see hearts for would have done both had I shown up. But trust me, we were, I mean, flying. Actually, it would have been super late. I think it was like 8:20 when we came flying in. Oh, so a lot of y'all would have attended if I had been here. Looks like, oh, I see lots of hearts. Lots of hearts, yeah, so good job. So bravo stickers for everybody who would have attended, everybody who did attend a physical workshop, and more bravo stickers for everybody who would have attended with us last week if I had managed to get back on time. You know, John normally can pull that off, but having an 18-month-old in the vehicle for 11 and a half hours, I guess, yeah, that was the best we could do. Okay, so the week that I missed, so last week when you all were on your own, they talked about, and I really hate that I missed this one because this one's a good topic when it comes, and it comes up almost every year, but this one is a great topic. First of all, let me just say, this brown sugar brined chicken, I think I'll be trying this to see. I'm gonna try this to see if I can make the That Man's Chicken with this, because that sounds super good. So I want to know if anybody has already tried this. But the topic for last week was build body confidence. And remember, I keep telling you all, okay, I wasn't there last week, but because I attend a physical workshop, I can always pick up one of the weeklies when I get back. You should be able to too, or if you're online only, you can print these from online. But the topic last week was build body confidence. So I want to say a couple of things about that. Even though I did not attend the workshop last week, what I want to say about that is I have micro-focused my entire life on my body. And I think it's because early on, my dad's mom used to fuss at me all the time for eating so much when I would eat, but she was making all real, all healthy food. So actually I wasn't eating that much. But she always kind of, I don't know, I want to say picked on me for it. But then when I wouldn't eat very much, then I would get the whole starving children in China, bit that I had to eat my food because they were going to starve to death. And I was a little bit, on a couple of the things that she made, I was a little bit picky. Like, I did not eat her salmon patties, could not stand them, couldn't stand them at all, to the point that I would not eat. So she would keep chili frozen in those old-timey Tupperware containers, keep them frozen, and she would make me the chili while everybody else was eating the salmon patties. But for some reason, I was the one that she focused on. She never fussed at my dad, she never fussed at my mom, she never fussed at my sister or my brother. So I was the one that she micro-focused on about the food. And it made me conscious, it made me just really self-conscious, about the way I looked for some reason and about how much I weighed. And she used to ask me all the time how much I weighed. I think that's why I know that in 1976, when I was in 4th grade, that I weighed 76. No 4th grader should know how much they weigh, okay? You just shouldn't know. And then when my mom quit smoking, she went boop, 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 boop. And she's like this tall, and suddenly she was this tall and just round because she stopped smoking, but it was completely understandable because she went from, puffing all day to taking like Dum-Dums and, different Tootsie Pops and Blow Pops and every other kind of sucker and second on suckers all day. And she had switched from tab. Anyway, probably that was best from the artificial sweetener standpoint, but she had switched over to regular Coke and, like regular soft drinks and sweet tea. Anyway, so she just chunked up a little bit. Again, nothing wrong with that. We were very active. I was super active, and actually I was really thin. Even though I ate quite a bit, I was really thin. So, I was small, but my mom has hips. I have hips. Casey has hips. Based on Alyssa's little naked bottom from behind, she's going to have some hips. There's nothing wrong with having hips, but I always saw my hips, because I wasn't one of my, remember the, what was it called? Oh, we talked about it one day. There was a 5, 7, and 9 store, but then there was also a store that had like 0, 1, and 3. Hi, Stacy. That had like 0, 1, and 3. And I don't remember the name of that store, but the 5, 7, and 9 store, I couldn't even wear the 5, 7s, or 9s because the 9s back then were cut so slim in the hips, because that was the 70s, 70s and early 80s, but they were cut so slim in the hips that they wouldn't go over mine. I weighed 118 pounds, 115 to 118 pounds. And Liz, yeah, hips are made to carry babies, but I weighed like 115 to 118 pounds, but I thought I was huge because I couldn't fit in those 5, 7, or 9 jeans. And I know we've talked about that before, but I obsessed about that, that part of my body. So now what they talked about last week, and what I want you all to glean from this, even though we're going to have like 2 seconds to talk about it, is that so this last 4 years, instead of obsessing about, and Sylvia's right, clothes were made for Twiggy. Yes, ma'am, they were. Yes, they were. But instead of obsessing about parts of my body, and how they look, instead of that, because I'm 52, my body's never going to look like it was when I was 20. And yes, I see all of these, videos of, 50 and 60 and 70 and 80-year-old women that dance, they're dancers or they're, weightlifters or whatever, and they have these beautifully gorgeous 20-year-old bodies. That ain't going to happen. That's not going to happen with me. I'm not going to become a dancer. Can't do it. The only dancing I can do is the chicken dance, so that's not going to happen. I'm not going to start exercising 6, 7, and 8 hours a day. So, I'm going to have a grandma body, and you know what? I'm okay with that, because now, instead of obsessing about what it looks like, now I'm obsessed with, how strong it is. So like, I'm more upset right now that since all that happened this summer, with my dad getting, being so sick, and with us moving, and that Casey and I have not been able to go to Planet Fitness. My arms were really strong. I had no trouble picking Alyssa up. I had no trouble picking Dusty up. I had no trouble lifting anything that I needed to be able to lift. I want to get back to that. I want to be able to get back to that, that strength. I was walking twice a day. My legs were strong. My legs work. I'm one of my few, actually in my Sunday school class this morning, I was watching, we had somebody that had rotator cuff surgery while we were out of town. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, maybe 9 knee replacements in our Sunday school class, and these people are not that much older than us. And some of them are not older than us, like the girl who had her rotator cuff done, she's younger than us. But I started going around the room and thinking, okay, this many people out of our class, so 20, that would be 20% of our Sunday school class has a bionic arm or a bionic knee or a bionic hip. They've had some body part replacement. I don't. So I'm very happy with my body. Yes, I wanted to get back to my, stronger self so that I can whisk, Alyssa up. And we did that, while we were at Disney. It made me so happy to be able to chase her, to be able to catch her when she was running, to be able to go as hard and as fast as she wanted to be able to go. So I'm just saying from last week, praise your body for what God made it to do, which is not to be, yes, you are beautiful, but God did not make it. And exactly, Barbara, God did not make your body to be, unless he made you to be a model, unless that is your calling in life, to be a model, he did not make your body to be obsessed over. You know what I mean? He made it to age gracefully. He made it to, to be strong and to do things. So if you're still able to walk, praise Jesus. If you're still able to pick things up, you better thank somebody. So anyway, think about your body parts in a little bit different way. So body confidence, the next time you catch yourself standing in the mirror going, well, my hips don't fit in the, whatever. Just remember those hips are attached to those legs that carry you where you need to be able to go. And it sounds like a lot of you all, it carries you to go play with your grandchildren and be able to pick them up. So just keep that in mind. This week, we talked about breaking the boredom trap. So I was here for this week. So this one, first of all, somebody please tell me what that is. What is a clafoutis? Is that French? Am I saying that correct? It looks amazing. I want it. I want blackberries. It just made me realize I have not somehow, I guess because of everything that was going on at work and with my dad, somehow I did not make it to, and Carol Lou's new grandbaby's coming in October, and that's going to be an inspiration to get strong. Yep. But I just realized that with everything that went on this summer, I never made it to Costco to get some of their giant, big as your head blackberries. I'll have to go look and see if I have any left. But anyway, so how do you pronounce this? Is it clafoutis? Clafoutis? I don't know. And I don't know what that means, but it looks delicious, and I definitely want to try this, and I want to know if anyone has tried this, because this would be good. This one has blackberries in it, but it would also be good with, is it blackberries? Yes, blackberries, but I think it would be good with any kind of berries. I think it would be really good in there, or maybe peaches too. And we're one state north of Georgia, and one state over from South Carolina. So maybe peaches. Okay, French. Okay, Lynn says yes, it is French. It is clafoutis. Clafoutis. So am I saying it right? Clafoutis. And I will tell you, so of all the people from all the other countries that were at Disney World this week before last when we were there, I'm telling you, still, the French people, I love to listen to them talk. And I can parlez-vous français a tiny bit. Je m'appelle Kelly. I took it in high school. And I have like 5 sentences that I can say. Like 5 sentences. But I love to listen to people speak in French. Okay. Anyway, so this week it was Break the Boredom Trap. Breaking the Boredom Trap is actually going to kind of filter over into part 2. So our part 2 tonight is going to get in depth about some things to break boredom, because I have a completely different idea about this than what WW is talking about. But let me just tell you what WW is saying about breaking the boredom trap. So they're saying that the universal truth time is it's universal truth time. We don't. Oh, and Barbara was born in Paris. Okay, Barbara, you're going to have to speak some French to me, okay? Yeah, you're gonna have to speak some French to me, Barbara, because I love to listen to it, and I love to hang out with maybe it was French Canadian people. Didn't think about that. I was assuming they were all from France, but maybe they were from Canada. Anyway, okay, so universal truth time. We don't only eat because we're hungry. What? I thought we only ate because we were hungry. Sometimes we eat to deal with emotions, and plenty of times we wander over to the fridge, snack drawer, or vending machine out of sheer boredom. So our fearless leader Gwen calls that refrigerator roulette. And it means when you're standing in front of the refrigerator, the pantry, the whatever, and your head is doing this, and you're just looking to see what all's there, not knowing what you want. Okay, if you're doing that, if you're refrigerator rouletting, even if it's the pantry or if it's a shelf or whatever, stop. You just need to stop. So if I don't know what I'm going to get before I get to the refrigerator, I need to not open the door. So what they're saying is that eating can provide a temporary distraction and even entertainment, and it can be entertaining. But the more you eat out of boredom, the more your brain associates the two. So if you feel bored, you eat something, and then if you do it repeatedly, then every time you feel bored, then you think you have to eat. And really, for some reason, your body develops new bad habits a lot faster than breaking bad habits. And I do not understand the psychology of that, but it is true. So what they're talking about is getting out of that habit of, if you get bored, going for food. So I asked everybody on Instagram, WWConnect, and remember Instagram, my username is IfYouHaveAnEgg, WWConnect, it's Scrap and Stamp 2. On here on the If You Have an Egg page, the Facebook page, it's at If You Have an Egg. In our closed group, which please remember, please answer the 3 questions. I have 20 people, almost 20 people right now who have not answered the 3 questions. I do not have time to verify that you are an actual human. So pretty please answer the 3 questions or you will not be going in. And you can always go back and answer them if you're waiting to be granted admission. But anyway, in that closed group, it's at Kelly Green Milligan. And I think that's all the places. But I asked everywhere that I have social media, I asked, if you have 120 minutes, so you have 2 hours, that's 120 minutes that you have alone for the first time in weeks. What are you going to do with it? So the options I gave you, and of course everybody made up their own. Hello, Loretta. The options I gave you and everybody made up their own were, I said, are you going to clean for 2 hours? For me, that's a hard no. But anyway, are you going to clean? Are you going to nap? Or are you going to are you going to make dinner as fast as you can so that you can watch 2 hours of Stranger Things 3? So you can watch 2 episodes of Stranger Things 3. Well, John was headed out with some friends that night, so I chose 3. I picked C, my lord. If you know what that movie is from. Pick 3. No, it's pick. How does he do it? Pick 3, my lord. Anyway, if you know what that movie is, what movie that is from, you get a bonus Bravo sticker. And Casey knows, but she'd better not be typing. But anyway, so I picked Stranger Things. Okay, the reason I said this, so if you have 2 hours, if you've got an hour, if you've got 30 minutes, whatever it is, go ahead and be thinking about what you're going to be doing so you don't get, Rosie, you are right. Yes. Hey, Chris, Rosie gets extra Bravo stickers. I can't believe you knew what that was from. We say that all the time. Pick 3, my lord, pick 3. But anyway, so, now I just totally lost my train of thought. But anyway, be thinking about what you're going to do beforehand. So here's what I did. I had 2 hours. I actually ended up with a little over 2 hours. So I had 2 hours and I knew what I was going to do. I was going to watch Stranger Things, and I got a glass of unsweet tea and no food. I did not sit down with any food. And I sat down because I knew what was going to happen, because I was going to be so engrossed in that. And I think I ended up watching 3 of them. But anyway, I was so engrossed in that I knew if I had any kind of food, even if it was good for me, like if it was grapes or carrots or something like that, I was going to sit and just mindlessly pop them in my mouth, and I wasn't going to pay attention to what I was eating. So I didn't sit down with any food. I just drank my unsweet tea. But when I asked that question, 100% of the people who answered that question said things like clean, organize my closet, prep my food for next week, nap. I got a lot of nap. I got a lot of those. I got a bath. I got do my nails. I got a couple of other people said Stranger Things. A couple of people had other Netflix things that they were gonna, that they would binge watch for the 2 hours. But guess what? None of you said. Not one of you said sit down with a bag of potato chips and then be shocked when it's empty and I don't know where it went. None of you said pop the biggest bowl of popcorn that you've ever seen and then cry because I accidentally ate it all. None of you said eat. Exactly right, Lynn. Nobody said eat. No one said break open a container of cookie dough with a spoon. Hey, Deborah from Chelsea, Michigan. Hello, how are you? Is it your first time? Oh, and I forgot to mention, if it's anybody's first time, please give us a shout out so that we can welcome you. But nobody said sit down with a tub of cookie dough or icing or something else, nobody, and with a spoon. Nobody said that. So I don't think any of us are intentionally mindlessly eating or intentionally getting bored. Hello, Mary. And getting, and eating. I think it just sneaks up on us because it's either available or we're just not paying attention, or we are bored. But there's so many other things we can do. So again, the answers that I got this week were clean, clean. Hi, Jackie. Clean, shop with friends, call a friend, puzzles. Oh, we had a lot of puzzles. And Gwen had said puzzles too. And she even said she goes and gets puzzles from around here. It's called Carm, or like Goodwill. Or I know Goodwill's nationwide, but Carm is here because it's Knox Area Rescue Ministries. But she's been getting puzzles at thrift stores, and she said she has yet to get one that is missing a piece. Yet. Hello, Tag. But it was lots of good things. So here's your homework for this week. Your homework for this week is to figure out something else to do. Besides eat. So if you're bored, so if you are home alone, if work's really slow that day, I wish. But anyway, I don't really wish. If work was slow that day, if everybody else went out of town, if you're traveling by yourself and you've got nothing else to do, you're sitting in a hotel room waiting for a conference to start, or something else, I want you to write down at least one or two things that you could do instead. Like Myra does puzzles on her iPad. That's perfect because you could take it with you if you needed to. And you can pick it up at any time. And it's not messy. It's not out everywhere. But I want you to pick one or two things that you could do instead of eating. So if eating is number one on your list, now eating could be like number 3 or 4, but it needs to be something healthier. You go ahead and plan that. But if eating is number 1 on your list, that's not good if you're bored. If eating is number 2 on your list, still not great. It needs to be far enough down that you know that you're eating because you're hungry or because you need food, not just because there's nothing else better to do. So that is your homework, and then we're going to switch over to the extra credit portion. But your homework for this week, this is chat number 32. It is Sunday, July the 28th, and Sandra would like to learn how to crochet. I think that's awesome. Yeah. Oh, and Chris, that's not a good thing to do to keep you from being bored. Debbie says watch YouTube videos. Betty said play on Facebook. Yeah, as long as you stay away from the food on Facebook. Carol says look up new recipes, and Carol, you've been posting some really good ones, so you've been really doing really good job with that. But anyway, so your homework is to pick one or two things that you can do instead and go ahead and post them. So don't forget to tag me in them so that I can give you your Bravo stickers. Yeah, and Debbie, binge watch a TV show or movie. That was me because I'm so rarely by myself. So rarely. I'm never by myself. Even sometimes when I'm in the bathroom, I'm not by myself. But anyway, so pick one or two things, write them down, write them on a Post-it note, put them in your phone, stick them in your refrigerator or something. Get them out ready, like Gwen keeps her puzzles out so that they're already ready to go. So do something like that, and then tag me in it. So again, Instagram, it is If You Have an Egg. On WW Connect, it is Scrap and Stamp 2, and then everywhere else it's either If You Have an Egg or Kelly Green Million. And Vicki wants to know what the closed group is. So if somebody could post the link for the closed group, that would be awesome. And Vicki, you just click on that link and it takes you to where it's a closed group so that the public can't see it, so that only we can see it. So like if you don't want your mother-in-law to know, or friends at work, or not friends at work, if you know what I mean, to see what we're talking about, then you can post in the closed group and you can ask questions, and everyone there is very helpful, very supportive. If somebody's not being helpful or supportive, it's my group, so I get to get rid of them. So, and Carol, you just posted it. So Vicki, if you'll just click on that, but please don't forget to answer the 3 questions. Okay, so we're going to break that boredom trap. You're going to pick one or two things. You're going to tag me in it, and that's going to be your homework for this week. Okay, and I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to be on part 2, which is the extra credit, and we're still going to be talking about boredom. But hold for just a second. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. And we're back. So you all know I get parched doing this, so we've just been taking the second portion, or the break in between the first and the second portion, to get a little bit of water, Barbara, right, Barbara? So the first portion of this chat, of this workshop, it was workshop number 132, and it's titled Break the Boredom Trap. So this is part 2, and I can't wait to go back and see what Loretta's talking about. Yeah. Okay, I'll have to go back and read all that. Anyway, so this is part 2, and it was chat number 132, and it is, again, Break the Boredom Trap. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. If you missed the first part, if you just want to watch the second part, see, like Kathy, she had her grandson, yay, Yay! So if you're like Kathy and you had your grandson over today and missed the first part, you can always go back and watch it on YouTube. So anybody who missed some, like if you've missed the first 131 chats, if you've missed the first 131 or any of them in there, just go to youtube.com and search If You Have an Egg, and you can find all 132 plus a couple of extra things, because I don't count them. If it's like a video for a recipe or something like that, then I don't count it. Only the chats count as a number. But it's got like an Aldi, let's see, there's a couple of Aldi hauls in there. There's a Trader Joe's haul. There's a Publix haul. There's a Walmart haul. But anyway, just some other stuff. So if you haven't seen them, please go back and watch them. Please remember to send this to another WW friend, especially new people or people that are struggling. Vicky, if you look at these, so the comments that are right here, if you scroll back up to this one, and I know you can't see which one I'm pointing at, but if you scroll back up to this one for Carol Lou, and Carol Lou just posted it again. So if you find the comment balloon from where Carol Lou just posted the group, you can click on that and go. And anybody else who's watching this on Facebook, you can see that. And I'll try to remember to post it on the YouTube link. But anyway, so you can go back and watch those on YouTube. What we're talking about tonight is boredom. So we're talking about breaking the boredom trap. So I would like to present a question though. So WW was talking about, you know, in our weekly this week, they were talking about if you're bored, like you don't have anything to do, you're sitting at home alone, sitting at work, nothing to do, just waiting on somebody to show up. If you're traveling and sitting in a hotel room all by yourself, you know, there's lots of times to be bored. There's, you know, just waiting and waiting and waiting, and, you know, and I know some people, I honestly know some people who are bored if they are not doing something for like 30 minutes. I mean, they can get bored in like 30 minutes. Me, on the other hand, I usually stay too busy and don't ever give myself a chance to get bored. But I would just like to propose a different idea. So again, last week we were focusing on being bored, like the physical state of being bored, like with nothing to do. But I would ask you, and Julie, the link is under Carol Lou. So Carol Lou just posted. So you're going to have to find, for those of you that are looking for the closed group link, Carol Lou has posted it in a little balloon, like a little comment balloon. So you're going to have to click on that, or you're going to have to wait until the chat is over for me to post that, because I will also post it in the comments. But anyway, yeah, oh, thank you, Betty. Betty says the chats are worth watching over on YouTube, even if you have been to the live chat. So thank you, Betty. That's very sweet. But anyway, so I would like to present a different idea to you. Well, it's weird. Oh, it's not showing as a link. I see. I'm sorry, Carol. I just realized what they were saying. So I can see that it says https:// blah, 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 but it's not posting as a link. Anyway, so if that doesn't work out, I will do it later. So talking about boredom, they were talking about like physical boredom. What I'm saying is, let's see, wait. Teresa said, that's me. I don't know what boredom is. My dog asked, don't you ever just be? Yeah, I know. Well, in my Bible study every morning, more times than not, or more often than occasionally, it comes up, you know, just to be still and listen. And I'm like, oh my gosh, be still? And it's like so hard for me just to be still. But anyway, so, but what I would propose to you is, what if boredom doesn't mean physical boredom, like you don't have anything to do? What if boredom means you're just sick and tired of doing the same thing, eating the same thing, doing the same routine over and over and over and over again? So I know some of you thrive on routines. I mean, some of you just, absolutely thrive on routine. You know, like you want to eat the same thing over and over and over again. You need it. You need to be that way. But like for me, I get bored real quick. So that is why Karen and I exercise on, you know, we exercise 2 days a week at her house. We walk 2 days a week at her house, 1 day a week here at the loft downtown. We, when Casey and I were going to Planet Fitness, we pick 2 different days, and we do the 30-minute PF, the fast thing, you know, whatever that's called. We do that one day, and then we do some other machines, and then the other day we do the elliptical for the first 30 minutes, and then we do some other machines, because I get bored like that. I'm not the person that's going to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again, even though we do a lot of the same things over and over and over again. But I like to stay busy, and I don't know, I like for my mind just to keep going and going and going, which is probably another reason that I got started doing these chats. So I'm going to say that for me and for some people, not for everyone. This is not a general comment for everyone, but some of us get bored doing the same things. Like when I meal prep, if I meal prep, that means, oh, I'm going to make enough for right now and enough for one meal tomorrow. That's meal prepping. So a lot of you all call that leftovers. I call that meal prepping. I tried to meal prep for a whole week. And by like day 3, I was dying. A lot of you all are very, very, very successful meal prepping. I am not saying to change that at all. I'm saying for you people that are like me and you get bored doing the same things over again, let me show you a couple of things to kind of spice it up. So I'm constantly, because I get bored eating the same food all the time. I get bored making the food the same way all the time. I get bored eating the same, flavored cheese all the time. I get bored, I get bored very easily. So I'm constantly mixing it up. That's why there's like 7 different versions of Waggos. Okay, you don't need 7 different versions of Waggos. I do. Because if I'm bought all the stuff to make Waggos for like that whole week, I'm not going to eat the same kind more than 2 days in a row. Now, I love my Waggos. I love them. Love them, obviously. Started a whole Waggo club. Different t-shirt. But anyway, started a whole Waggo club. But I don't do, I don't do repetition. I do different. So for those of you that are like me, again, I'm going to tell you about a few things just to kind of stretch out. And that doesn't mean you have to buy different groceries every week. That does not mean that you have to do completely different all the time. So here's a couple of things that I do, and then I'm going to show you some products that I use and a quick thing to make in the air fryer, and you can make them in the oven. Just if you want something different, just a different taste. So chicken breast. So how many of you are about chicken breasted out? So how many of you have eaten chicken breast, because it's 0 points, how many of you have eaten chicken breast until you're just like, you're going to become a chicken? How many of you? Because I'm right there. Okay, who's chicken breasted out? I'm seeing lots of thumbs ups and hearts, so I'm assuming those are people that are chicken breasted out. Okay, chicken breasted out people. And Barbara says, me. Okay. Kathy says, Bachnock. Oh no. Teresa's raising her hand. So I'm seeing a lot of thumbs and hearts and a lot of me toos and thumbs. Okay, so here's what we've been doing instead. I have been buying them and keeping them in. Oh, but see, Lynn says, not me. I'm serious. This is not everyone. Everyone does not get bored like this. Okay, but because we can only eat so much chicken breast. We have been buying and keeping in the freezer turkey tenderloin. So you would think turkey, it's going to taste exactly the same as turkey breast tenderloin. It's going to taste just like a chicken breast. No, it really doesn't. It does not. And so I've been keeping them in the freezer, and before we left for Disney, I made an entire turkey tenderloin, and you can look up the recipe on www.IfYouHaveAnEgg.com and just search. If you search that man's, you're going to find chicken thighs, chicken breasts, pork chops, turkey tenderloin, I don't remember what all. There's several of them. But the turkey tenderloin one, trust me, it's turkey breast tenderloin. And it's also 0 smart points. It's worth trying. You might not go back. I'm just saying. John loves it so much. He loves that man's turkey tenderloin so much that I made the whole thing. And then I diced it up and I put it in containers. I put it in a container, like a yogurt, an empty yogurt, clean yogurt container that I showed y'all from week 1 of the Disney prepping. I put it in there and we ate it on the way down there. So we had it with a couple of pieces of string. So we had 0 point turkey tenderloin with a couple of pieces of string cheese, light string cheese. So that was 3 points. And then just a couple of other snacky things instead of going through the drive-thru, instead of going through McDonald's or Burger King or something. And he was tickled to death. Then we took our new refrigerator with us. So when we got down there, we put the turkey tenderloin, what was left of it in there, because it was an entire turkey tenderloin. It was this big, and it was just me, John, and Alyssa. So we had it on the way down there as a snack, as a meal, really. And then when we were down there, he had it for breakfast the next 2 mornings. Every time I turned around, he was eating turkey tenderloin. I'm telling you, you might want to try it. So if you're getting bored of chicken breast, try a turkey tenderloin. Just check it. Make sure that wherever you were buying yours, that it's not already pre-seasoned, because some of the pre-seasoned ones are injected with like oils and things. So just check that, before you do it. But I have purchased the Genio brand, and also I think it was It might have been the store brand. I don't remember. But anyway, so that's one thing to keep in mind. So switch that up a little bit. If you have a, and Kathy, keep looking because I find it at one store here, and I'm pretty sure it's Publix, because at the other stores here, they have, they're already pre-seasoned. And Carol, you have got to try it. If you cook the That Man's Turkey Tenderloin in the air fryer, it is so moist. It's so moist. Like when you cut it, you have to have it on something that will collect the juice because it is so moist when you get done. Okay, I don't want to talk about that for the next 15 minutes. So that's one thing. Second thing is, if you are in a rut, so like if you're bored with what you're eating, change it up a little bit. So, and Debbie says Aldi has a brand. Maybe that was the other brand that I got. That may be the other brand that I got because I go to Aldi about once every 2 months. But anyway, so change something up a little bit. So like if you're eating the same flavor of yogurt every day, so if you're still doing 2-point yogurt, which I do, and I tend to buy peach. So when I realize, when I go to get my 2-point peach Activia yogurt out, when I go to get that out, some days I go, I'm over peach. So I have started buying the multi-pack that has peach and strawberry, and they're still 2 points, but now this way I can have strawberry one day, peach one day, strawberry one day, peach one day, so I'm not getting bored with it, and people who don't get bored might think I'm being silly. If you get bored with what you're eating, can I get an amen? Because I know you're right with me. Okay, and another thing, mix up the fruit. So I had gotten in a bad habit of, and Loretta, yes, chili on a sweet potato is so good. It's so good. And Trish is exactly right. She uses the non-fat plain Greek yogurt and changes the flavor up. Changes the flavor up to make different kinds of pudding flavors. So she's using Jello pudding or Crystal Light flavors. Crystal Light, I hadn't done that yet. That would be really good. So change that up some. I've been changing up what fruit that I buy because I had gotten into a habit of every single week I was getting like either oranges or clementines and bananas. Oranges or clementines and bananas. Oranges or clementines and bananas. And seeing Stacy's got an amen. But I was doing that every week. So now I'm still buying bananas every week just because John eats them and Alyssa would eat her weight in them. But I'm trying to change it up. And my alternate fruit, I like, this week it's apples. Last week it was grapes. While we were at Disney, it was bananas, apples, and grapes because we were going through a ton of them because it was so hot outside and we were actually using them for liquid. But anyway, so I'm trying to change that up so that I'm not eating the same, fruits every week. Okay. And let me show you this. So Debbie got these for us so that we can continue to do some different things. So Debbie got us, let's see, I got that one. Debbie got us, when we were down there, you see her, she was so sweet. She found G. Hughes sugar-free honey mustard dipping sauce. Oh yeah, cherries, yeah, Sandra, exactly, cherries. But she found sugar-free honey mustard dipping sauce. For 2 tablespoons of this, it's 1 smart point. I don't know how many smart points regular honey mustard is. And Debbie says this is better. So we will be opening this. We weren't home enough last week just getting back to try it, but we will definitely be trying this. So, can you imagine? That's going to be so totally different to be able to have honey mustard again. I haven't had honey mustard or anything. I don't know when the last time was. So honey mustard, and she got this at Publix, I think. So that was the G. Hughes sugar-free honey mustard. She also got us G. Hughes, the new sugar-free barbecue sauce, the sweet and spicy. This one is 2 tablespoons is 0 smart points. Okay, I love all of his other barbecue sauces. I had not seen the sweet and spicy. I had not seen this one. Super excited. Oh yeah, and Myra says, oh, Walmart. Yeah, maybe that was where Debbie got it. And y'all know I don't frequent Walmart very much, so I'll just have to eat what Debbie sent me. But she said this one is spicy. Oh, she got it at Walmart. Okay. So this one is spicy. Can't wait to try that one. So that's going to be something very different because we've only been eating sweet barbecue sauce. So that'll be something different. And this one, the G. Hughes sugar-free lemon herb marinade. Super pumped about trying this one. It is, for 1 tablespoon, it's 0 smart points. For 2 tablespoons, it's 1 smart point. Can you imagine this on vegetables and then cook those in the, on meat too, but on vegetables and then cook these in the air fryer? Going to be a completely different flavor than what we've been having. So again, just to kind of kick that boredom, thing. And I think you could use this on a salad too. So I know it says that it is a marinade, but it says base, dip, stir fry. Stir fry. I'll have to try this on tofu. yeah, so we may be trying this on some tofu, my meatless friends. But yeah, that's another yummy one. And then I found this one at the Publix down there. When we stopped to get our groceries for the camper, this one is the G. Hughes sugar-free steak sauce. We don't eat steak very often, but we don't ever get to eat steak sauce just because of the, how many points the steak already is. 1 tablespoon is 0 smart points, and I love me some good steak sauce. This one also says it's gluten-free, preservative-free, no high fructose corn syrup. These have all been awesome, so I'm super excited to try this, but just something different. So so when we're done, we're tired of chicken, turkey, fish, whatever. If we have some steak, or if we have some leaner pork chops, or maybe like a leaner roast or something, I think this would probably be really good on it. Okay, and I've talked myself down to 10 minutes, so I'm going to show you this part real quick. Okay, so another thing that I find myself doing is I get bored eating the same flavors over and over and over and over and over again. Ooh, and Carol Lou says he has an orange ginger one. Ooh, that one sounds good. But I find myself eating the same flavors over and over and over and over again. And these are cut to carb wraps. If you haven't seen these, they're in another chat. And we're going to start doing some videos for them. But they are delicious low-carb flatbreads. So the lady that created these had some, I'm not going to go into the whole story tonight, but she had some major health problems, had to start eating some real food. There are some other low-carb, low-point flatbreads that I do like, but I'll tell you I like this one. Listen to the ingredients. Filtered water, unbleached flour, whole wheat flour, psyllium husk, salt, and yeast. That's it. That's it. There's not any other ingredients in here. So we can talk again later about exactly how to use these, in all forms, but I'm going to show you 3 things real quick, and it has to be real quick because we've got to cook them. So fortunately, I had already made one of them, so I will show you this. So this is what I get stuck on with the cut to carb or any other low carb tortilla type thing. I make these a lot. Cinnamon sugar wedges. So I like the cut to carb because if you cook them in the air fryer, let me find the one that has so much cinnamon on it. So if you cook them in the air fryer, 400 degrees for like 2 to 3 minutes, not kidding. Listen, well, it didn't sound that. Can you hear that? So listen to how crispy those are. So 400 minutes for like 2 to 3 minutes. But I make cinnamon sugar over and over and over and over and over again. So let me show you 2 other ways to make them. We're going to put them in our Simple Living Products air fryer, and I'm going to make them 2 different ways. And it's going to take up the whole rest of this time, so we're going to sneak over a little bit past 9, but I will show you. So I've already cut these up, and I'll show you real quick the easiest way to cut these. So the cut to carb, you do need to store them, if they're in the refrigerator, they need to be refrigerated. If you store them in the refrigerator, you can kind of roll them up if you need the space. But if you put them in the freezer, because I buy so many at a time, I have to put them in the freezer, please store them flat in the freezer and let them thaw all the way before you start using them. And then when you take them out, let me grab one. Ah! Oh, sorry, I just ripped that one because I was in a hurry. But when you take them out, if you're going to cut them into sheets like I'm doing, and hopefully you won't be in as big of a hurry as I am, but I was just wanted to show you here real quick. If you'll kind of fold it in half and use some clean scissors that you just use, in your kitchen, do that to cut them. And we're not going for perfection here. So we're just going to cut these with some clean kitchen scissors. They don't have to be special scissors, just scissors that you only use, in your kitchen and that you keep clean. And then let me make these into little wedges real quick just for the sake of time. So I'm just going to cut them like this. I usually do a little bit better job of cutting them, but we're kind of in a hurry right now. So we're just going to go ahead and cut those into wedges. You don't have to cut them into triangles. For some reason, I like triangles. Maybe it's because they look more like chips. Just cut them real quick. Again, for the sake of time, because I'm going to run you all past 9 o'clock, I think. And here we'll just cut this one, and the others will be, kind of whatever. Okay, so now they are in the bottom of my Simple Living Products air fryer, and I'm just going to kind of you know, they're not going to be exactly in one layer, but I'm going to kind of spread them out a little bit, because where I had it folded, can you see that? And yes, I've been using it a lot tonight to do this, so it's a little bit dirty, but where I had it, where I had them folded, it's going to try and double up. So I'm just going to lightly spray them just with some nonstick spray, and I'm using canola oil. Sometimes I use olive oil. When I'm doing the cinnamon sugar ones, I use coconut oil spray from Trader Joe's. But for this one, I'm going to use the canola oil, and I'm going to use a little bit of Trader Joe's nutritional yeast. And I know y'all can't see exactly how much I'm doing here, but I'm just putting a little sprinkle on them. Okay, and then I'm going to put some Dax, everything but the. So if you've had everything bagels, or if you've had everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's, this is the exact same thing, and it's so fragrant. Like, I can already smell this. It is so fragrant. This is the same thing, except there's no salt. Okay, so now, again, just cut the carb up, or whatever kind of tortilla, low carb tortilla you're using. The cut to carb for that whole sheet is 1 smart point. I'm going to cut them up super thin. And again, sorry it's dirty. I've been cooking in it lately, or tonight. Okay, so I'm going to put it in my air fryer, my Simple Living Products air fryer. Push this button, set the thermostat to 400. I'm going to set the timer to 4 minutes. Even though it doesn't take 4 minutes, it takes like almost 3. So I'm going to set it to 4. And I want y'all to listen. Sometimes, because I've cut those into little bitty pieces now, sometimes they kind of float around in there. So I set it to 4 because I'm going to pull it out a couple of times and shake it. Okay, the next one though, while we're waiting on those to cook, so that's going to be like the everything bagels. The next one, I cut it into long strips. So I took my cut to carb and I just cut them into super long strips, because we're going to make like a nacho, let's see, what can we call it? We're going to make like a nacho cheese crispy thing to go on top of a taco salad. So I've been wanting a taco salad really bad. Really bad. But I always want the crispy stuff that's on top of it, you know, like the fried kind of taco shell stuff, whatever. And that is, you know, I mean, if you got like a little salad, or if you already had a little salad, and then you got a small chili from Wendy's and got some of their light sour cream, and if you had some of your own low-fat or fat-free cheese, I mean, you could make a nice sized taco salad without having to make it from scratch for, let's see, 3, 4, like 5-ish points. Well, as soon as you open up that little bag of the crispy things that they put on top, I think that little bag is like, oh, I want to say it's 3 or 4 points just for the crispy tortilla things that go on top. So I'm not going to do that. We're going to make some nacho cheese ones with this, but let's check these real quick. So it's been 1 minute. I'm going to shake them up a little bit. They're already starting to get crispy. I'm going to stick it back in there because it's literally going to take like 2 to 2.5 minutes. So when it goes down to 2, we're going to take one out and try it. And I apologize, we are going to go just a couple of minutes after 9, but you know, I wasn't here last week, so y'all will be fine, I think. Are you all still there? So I see that there are people still there, but y'all have quit talking. Is everybody going over the Dax or the nutritional yeast? Or the nutritional yeast I use, yeah, Trish, I will, and I'll take a picture of them for you too, but the nutritional yeast, I use it too because it gives everything just like a little bit of a cheesy flavor. It's good for you. My Nana, or mom, Casey calls her Nana and Alyssa calls her Nana, she's going to, she highly recommends it. But anyway, so nutritional yeast, and then Dax, everything but the, and you can use the Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning. Oh, okay, still on 3. So this is the longest 1 minute of our lives. So I feel like singing the Jeopardy theme song, or what is it? What is it? The Road to Infinite. Oh, it's on 2. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so 2 minutes. Okay, and this is what they look like. And again, excuse the dirty air fryer. I've been cooking today. Okay, and let me get one of the pretty ones out, because since I threw them in there, they're not all, you know, they're not all even. Okay, so here's a pretty one. We'll have to dump those out real quick so I can do my others, but this if you can see this. That color did not turn out great, but this that looks like melted cheese on there. And Vicki, you can order Dax from Dax Spices online, or we have those in our showroom at Casey Kitchen Center, and our website's going to be up soon. But let's try this one real quick. So good. Okay, the everything but and you don't have to use this one, but yes, this one has garlic in it. It has, and actually I'll read you the ingredients while the next one is cooking. So let me grab something to put those in real quick. Should have done that before, but I didn't. Okay, so those were the everything but the, again, we're talking about me getting, eating something different instead of just eating the same things, over and over and over again and getting bored with them. Okay, so here are the everything but the, and I'll show you those again in just a second. And normally I would clean this out and not mix the two flavors, but for the sake of time, we are not going to do that. Okay, I'll show you all those again in just a second. But this time we're going to take, and do please pre-season your Simple Living Products air fryer, because this is going to be super easy to clean out, even though I have made a horrific mess today. Okay, so these are the long strips. So remember, I had cut them into long strips. So I'm going to kind of spread those out a little bit so that they can all get some non-stick spray on them, and they can all get some of the seasoning on them. So see those? Okay, and we're going to spray those real quick. Uh-oh, and my time's getting ready to be up because John and Alyssa are back. Oh, and she's still up, so y'all may actually get to see her. We're going to put a little bit of nutritional yeast on there, and it sounds like you all are going to get to see Alyssa. And you're going to get to hear Dusty cry because Alyssa just came back in. And we're going to put Colonel Seasons, that's okay, Colonel Seasons Nacho Cheddar. This is, you can let her out. Let her out. Come here. Nacho Season. This is for popcorn. But we are going to use this on our cut to carb. So it is nacho cheesy. And y'all are going to get to see Alyssa here in just a second while this is cooking, because she has come over to see what we are doing. Okay, so these are not going to be pretty because I'm trying to hurry and do this and grab Alyssa. Hold on just a second. And let's stick these in. So again, 400 for about 2 minutes. Let's stick this in. Hey, sweetie, what are you doing? Okay, and because we had set that on 400 for 4 minutes, then can you say hi? Say hi. Say hi, everybody. And I ordered the Cut to Carb online, and it's just from cuttocarb.com. No scissors. Oh, she found the scissors immediately. You can have that. That's Dax. That's Dax Spices. You like those? You're welcome. Did you hear her say thank you? But anyway, since we had already put the Simple Living Products, oh, I know, you can get that off, can't you? No, ma'am. The Simple Living Products air fryer, since I had left it on 4 minutes, then as soon as I put it back in, and she's gonna get that open. As soon as I put it back in, then it was hi. They're saying hi.
Hi.
They're saying hi to you. Huh? Can you say hi?
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. Say hello. Where's Papa? I want y'all to hear her say Papa. Where's Papa?
Baby.
Who? Babe.
Papa.
Where is Papa? And Miss Debbie said hello. Miss Debbie said hi. Where is Olaf?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, let me see if I can get her to do something. What color is this? What color is that? Is it yellow? Pay attention.
Animal.
Aloe. Is that yellow? Is that yellow?
Black.
Yellow?
Rainbow.
Yellow. Yep. Okay, that was worth the price of admission. Everybody's saying hi.
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 Hello.
Olo. She's saying Olaf. Okay.
Hello.
Olaf. Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hi. Do you want to check?
Daddy.
Oh, are you telling them bye? Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. Let's check our cheese ones. So again, we use the Colonel Seasons Nacho Cheddar. So it's going to be in the popcorn section. Oh, don't you dare dump that out. Let me have that. Thank you. Yeah, uh-oh. Don't you dare dump my Dax out. Okay, whoops, we didn't shake this. So let's see. Oh, but they're still good. These are still good. Okay, so I'm going to be really careful because this is 400 degrees. And I don't want somebody to get burned. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so look how crispy these are. Crispy and nacho cheesy these are. Yeah, hold on, you can have one. So they're in, wow. So they are in strips and they curled up really pretty and they are nacho cheesy. And those are going to go on, those are going to go on my taco salad. So I'll have to take a picture of these for you all after she goes to bed. And Miss Debbie wants to know, where is Daisy Duck? Can you say Daisy? Can you say Daisy? Daisy? You're just staring now? Oh, she's trying so hard to get it open. Miss Debbie wants to know.
Done.
You're all done? Okay, can you tell him not? Okay, so hopefully that's going to keep you all from getting bored with your food.
Why?
Why? Because we're making all different kinds of food. Those are my glasses. Because we're making all different kinds of food, that's why. Okay? That was my earring. But anyway, so hopefully that's going to keep you all from getting bored. Why? Because, so apparently why is going to be the word today. Anyway. Oh, and she's trying to get that cheese off. Oh, trying to get that lid off. And y'all can see all of her teeth. Ugh. You can see all of her new teeth too. But anyway, so hopefully that's going to keep you all from being bored with your food. And hopefully you'll show me your ideas because I love to see them. Oh, and Alyssa's going to try the one with the... You like that one? She's saying but I'd be surprised if she likes the... Do you like it? Is it good? Okay, so she likes the everything but the... All right. So she likes this one, so we'll have to tell Karen at Dax that she loves this one. Okay, anyway, tell everybody good night. Say good night. Say night night, everybody. Night night. Say see you later. Good night. See you later. Can you say see you later? Can you blow him a kiss? Mwah. Blow him a kiss. Bye. Blow him a kiss. Mwah. Okay, y'all have been kissed goodnight. So everybody do your homework. Don't forget to tag me. And have a wonderful evening. And we'll see you next week. Good night. Good night, everybody. See you next week.